Thank you for watching Frontier TV. I'm Jason Rotramel.
And I'm Ziggy Dyer. Today we are bringing you stories about Westfest and Market Day.
But first, during the wrestling season, several pioneer athletes participated in the regional competition in hopes of qualifying for the state tournament and wrestled in what is referred to as the blood round.
What is the blood round and why is it important to these athletes? Liliana Gonzales and Mumma have the story.
The highest honor that can be achieved in high school wrestling is the title of a state champion. For most wrestlers, however, they are striving for the goal of qualifying to compete at the state tournament. Qualifying for state in wrestling is an honor, can be very difficult, and is never a sure thing. Regionals is how wrestlers will qualify to compete in the state tournament. To qualify, wrestlers need to finish in the top half of their 16-man bracket. In this double elimination tournament, this means essentially that they will need to win 2 matches before they lose 2 matches. Wrestlers who lose a match will end up on the backside of the bracket. This is where wrestlers get a second chance and seek redemption. The second round of wrestling on the backside of the bracket is a round of competition that leads to some of the most intense matches of the season, known as the blood round. The blood round is where you end up when you have won 1 match and lost 1 match. This means for someone who finds themselves in the blood round, if they win their match, they qualify for state. But if they lose, they are eliminated from the tournament, and their season is over right then and there. Jacob Kennedy, a junior, found himself in the blood round against Justin Ross of Derby High School. With constant hand fighting, Kennedy snaps Ross's head down and circles around. While the score is undecided and in a scramble, Ross scores a 2-point takedown, making the score 2-0. But with a penalty, they are called back up and the score is 2-1. A quick reversal makes the score 3-2, and with the top control, Kennedy brings Ross to his back to score 2 points for near fall. With Ross's choice of neutral going into the second period, Kennedy scores a 2-point takedown and gives up 1 point by penalty to make the score 7-3 in Kennedy's favor. Once they are called back up, Kennedy scores 2 points to near fall with a half Nelson and pins Ross for a fall, punching his ticket to the state tournament. Carson Bandy, a returning state qualifier, found himself in the blood round against Jonathan Wyatt of Wichita Heights. Early into the match, Wyatt scored a 2-point takedown. After a failed takedown attempt, he was down 2-0 going into the second period. With his opponent's choice of bottom, they scored an escape and a takedown to make the score 5-0 halfway through the second period, but with the penalty against Wyatt, Bandy gains a point, making the score 5-1. Wyatt responded quickly, with 2 points for near fall going into the third period, and with the score 7-1, and Bandy's choice. With his choice in neutral, Wyatt scores a 2-point takedown and eventually taking Bandy to his back to win by fall. Bandy's senior season ended, and unfortunately without another trip to the state tournament. Finally, Jacob Bible, another returning state qualifier, was one of the wrestlers to find themselves in the blood round. Bible will be wrestling Oscar Pablo from Liberal High School. With no score in the first period, Bible chooses bottom in the second period. His opponent goes around to the front of Bible in a front headlock position where he gets his opponent's leg. He climbs up the body to get behind and returns him to the mat for a 2-point reversal. With an attempt to grab the opponent's arm to do a head lever, Pablo stands up, which makes the match 2-1 with an escape. With 27.6 seconds left on the clock, the 2 wrestlers are on their feet. All Bible has to do to go to state is stay on his feet and keep his opponent from scoring. Bible then secures a Russian, keeping control of Pablo's arm as the clock expires, sending him to the next round and to the state tournament. Other state qualifiers for West High were Gage Evans, Macaulay N., Chance Johnson, and James Moore. This is Liliana Gonzales with the Pioneer Press.
Hi, this is Cam Parker with Frontier TV. Today we will be covering Market Day hosted by youth entrepreneurs. What will you be selling today?
We'll be selling wings from Buffalo Wild Wings. We have lemon pepper, barbecue, and buffalo.
What do you get from all this?
The experience of seeing how people react to different prices.
Is this your first time buying from Market Day?
Yeah.
What do you think about the pricing on it?
I think they're pretty reasonable. I mean, for everything that goes into it, yeah.
And what are you making here today?
I am making loaded baked potatoes.
How long did it take you to make these?
It took 3 hours to wash them, about 4 hours to cook them.
And what will you guys be selling here today?
Walking tacos.
Is this y'all first marketing day?
Yes.
And what is your guys' prices?
One for $3, a pop for $1.
A Snapple for $2, and then if you buy 2 Walker tacos, you get a drink for free.
Thank you, Cam.
Did you go to Westfest this year? What is all the fuss about, and what is Westfest actually like? Wilkins' digital media and technology class takes us inside.
So I have been at West High for 10 years. I really love Westfest. West High Avid has hosted a staff dog show for the last several years, and so staff can enter their puppies into the dog show. Some of my favorite dogs at the West High staff dog show have been Wrigley. Wrigley is Mr. Brown's dog, and she's really good at Frisbee. And Linus is Miss Gallagher's dog, and he's just a cute little handsome guy. There's been several of our staff have entered dogs into the dog show for multiple years. Wrigley's actually won the last 3 years. I am excited about Mr. Child's Dunk Tank and his Chinese food that he's going to be selling for NHS and powerlifting. Some other booths that I'm really excited about. Miss Lehrman, she always has some cute buttons and magnets that she makes to sell to help out with the foreign language department. Ms. Martinez, I know she's doing some face painting for the fine arts department. Westfest has a lot of benefits for our community. So we love the community to come out and get involved. Ms. Lacey, our CCC coordinator, she organizes different colleges, universities, and even like the Army National Guard and the Marines. They come out and they have booths and share opportunities that our students can get involved with. We also invite 8th graders from our feeder schools to come and get visits of a tour of West High. So that's another way that we reach out to our community with this. The participation at Westfest has always been pretty high. Staff do all come and join in, and we promote it to our students and encourage our students to come too. So I say participation is really good for Westfest, and that's one of my favorite things about it is it brings us all together. Westfest is a really fun tradition, and I hope it just keeps growing year after year.
Thank you for watching, and good luck with finals.
Seniors, be sure to keep an eye out for our video after graduation by following us on Instagram at WW Pioneer Press.